So we'll see the assets. Assets practically on the very simple. Only the program will run and accounting entry will not generate in the asset module. It will generate only in GL and the output of that. So overview. So this in this example, car is an asset. Huh? You can purchase through manual. You can purchase through external. Means I told no. If you implementing new in an organization through Excel sheet, they will do. You will upload through the ADI through technical team help and CIP. What is CIP asset? Na? Construction in progress. Construction in progress. Na? Suppose road is they are having 5-year contract for road. Even you spend lakhs and crores of money, it won't come. It is not asset unless it is completed, right? So what is CIP is unless you book in the CIP asset. So based on 80% or 90% completion, when the engineer will authorize it, then you can transfer to an asset. Then it will calculate depreciation. Up to that, that is a category called CIP. Asset transfer we will see. Asset retirement we'll see. Adjustment of asset. Inquiry, report, depreciation. These are all we'll see in that. Asset is same critical. Most of the modules they given the same thing here. For doing an asset setup, what are all required? So everything come from GL. These are all see ledger. There is 3 flex field in asset. Asset key flex field, asset category, location. See, suppose my asset is in 6th floor building of in HCL building. Okay. How we locate the asset? So first we'll categorize the asset. Major asset, minor asset. Then you will have an asset key. You see any laptop or thing in the office, they will write no ASP share /123 that some coding will be there. And then the location where it is. Location it will be like this: India / Tamil Nadu / Chennai / building 5 / floor, like that location. So these 3 will track the asset. We'll see one by one. Category, location, asset key. So we have 3 flex field in asset, 2 in AR, and the GL also we have, right? We seen that flex field and descriptive. Key is mandatory, and in AP we don't have any mandatory flex field. No key flex field in AP module. Okay? We'll see one by one. Oh, we add an asset. Detailed addition. You give all the detailed addition. These are all same steps only. Applying some rules. Asset acquire requires more information or at less. Just they giving. Okay. Detailed asset. If asset has a salvage value, what is salvage value of the asset? Suppose asset is value is 10 lakh. You are depreciating yearly 10% straight line. At the end of 10 years, it should be nil. But it is a machinery, it is having an asset, something left, no, that is called salvage value. So you estimated some 50,000 or 1 lakh will be salvage value. Salvage value will deduct 10 lakh minus 1 lakh. 9 lakh, you will calculate the asset. Finally, 1 lakh will be remaining. That salvage value option is also there. Asset with more than one assignment. Assignment of employee to one asset. Suppose in the government office or any office with having asset, we assign to the employee also we can do. Post line to the category fully depreciated. Okay. Mass addition I tell, when you want to add at the total of more than one asset, it is called mass addition. That's what we'll see in the practice. Capitalizing EAPS. Can you read this, sir? Okay. So adding and capitalizing a CAP asset, like I said, for a 5-year building a building or road, 4 years you will add all the expenses. So then an engineer certificate is going to be over or etc. Okay. Then you can transfer to asset. Right. So see what they said. Initially, CAP assets have zero cost. Adding source line to the asset. Adding, sorry. Yes, sir. Please tell me. I cannot hear you.
Hello.
Yes, now I can hear.
Yes, sir. Sir, CIP இல்ல இருந்தாலும் இது வந்து பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்ல ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகுமா சார் அசெட்ஸ்ல?
No,
Depreciation
it is not an asset. Asset agadu. It is a category called CIP. Balance sheet it will reflect in balance sheet, but it won't calculate the depreciation. It is also a part of asset.
calculate ஆகாது.
Yeah. It will be the same cost.
Okay. அது கேபிட்டல் அசெட்டாவே தான், ஆனா ஃபிக்ஸட் அசெட்டாவே தான் ரிஃப்ளெக்ட் ஆகும்.
Yes, correct. Okay. Fixed asset தான் இருக்கும், but it will not calculate asset. See, they are not non-depreciable asset.
Okay, sir.
Asset adjustment. Okay. Suppose I give an example. I created asset wrongly on the computer. But later they are having a category called computer, and they are classifying except computer all into machinery. Okay, UPS and all. So you can reclassification of one asset, transfer of one employee to other or one place to other. Location transfer is there. Unit change. Suppose you are having 1,000 computer books as a one single transaction. You can change. You can sell 2 or 5 at a time. You can change the financial amount, change anything. That is called asset adjustment. Okay. You can reclassify, unit changes, financial information, amount, transfer. These are all can be done. Okay. Physical inventory. Through inventory basis also you can do actual. Okay. Next is depreciation. What are the elements needed for depreciation? You need an asset book. You will create depreciation method. These are all under depreciation. Depreciation, for creating depreciation, you need a depreciation calendar, prorate calendar, prorate convention. What is prorate calendar and prorate convention? You have any idea? Suppose, what is prorate? In our India, what happens? According to our Income Tax Act, you purchase an asset. Okay. I purchase an asset on 1st April 2021. Also, I purchase an asset on 31st March 22. Both are in the same financial year, correct? So, a depreciation cannot be same at the same time. If I purchase at, so what our department says, if I purchase within first 6 months, before 30th September, I enjoy 100% depreciation. If I purchase after 30th September, it is 50% of depreciation. So that you will give in the prorate calendar. That's called prorate convention. So I differentiate the calendar into two, up to 30th September, after 30th September. If I purchase asset before 30th, I'll attach to the depreciation method. If I purchase after that, then I attach a different prorate depreciation method. So system will see that and calculate depreciation accordingly. So what are asset books? Asset books. See, there are corporate tax and budget. We have corporate book, tax book, budget book. Corporate book is the main one. And tax book, budget book will be copied from this. Once you enter here, it can be copied. And you can enter tax book entry separately, budget asset will be different. Okay. While doing, you will understand very easily how the depreciation calculated, tracking asset retirement. What is asset retirement? Sale of asset, transfer of asset, deletion, manual addition, and everything that comes under retirement. So once you run depreciation only, you run a program called create accounting in all the modules. This is the way you will go to account generator process. This is the accounting link you are going for depreciation or what the code combination for one asset. So Oracle asset create journal entry without cost center except for depreciation expense. So it will not have a department because it's an asset in that setup. So the account generator get other segments. You give only one segment, it will check for all the segments and create an entry. Okay, that's what they say. Practically, you will understand. Reconciling data between everything. Verify. Like inquiry in AP and AR and GL, you will have verify asset here. Okay. Report. You have various asset report. But these are all standard reports. You can just type the name and run the report. Creating a tax book. Corporate book, once you created, just copy that. You can create a tax book. Comply to tax law. Suppose, or I created the book, I want to calculate income tax separately by the tax or corporate tax separately, I can add. Foreign countries, you will have 2 or 3 taxes, then you have to, mostly in South America countries, Colombia and all, you have to create a tax book. They said some states on the US federal tax book instead of requiring a separate. So you can create. Okay. I'll open my notes, that will be easy. You can see the Word file. You can see the Word file, right?
Can you hear me, sir? Hello.
Ah, yes, it's very light.
Problem with my headphones.
Okay, you can see the notes, right? Word. I'll
Yes,
share you.
yes.
I think I shared to everybody. All the modules I take, I have into this notes. I have 10 volumes for this. Okay. Okay. Fixed asset. Budgeting, physical amount can maintain needs from the local law. Employment, depreciation of asset, reveal flags of the actual usage of the depreciation by asset. You see the screen, right? Any doubt, you can stop. There is a setup called system, how the flows. You create a book first. You create top book, budget book. I told 3 key flex field. Okay. Category flex field, location, asset key. Then there is a setup called system control. Financial options. Depreciation method, rate and ceiling, asset category, location, asset addition, depreciation, mass copy, capitalization, mass. These are all the topics we are going to cover. Okay. Type of asset. Okay. We know the tangible asset and intangible asset. So in Oracle, what are the types? Capitalized asset, CIP, construction in progress, expensed asset. What is expensed asset? What is expensed asset is Suppose you are an audit firm or law firm, you buy every year the action, you buy many books worth of lakhs and millions of money. So if you put in a certain date, all the expense will boost for a particular month and it will show a wrong P&L and so you have to bifurcate into 12 months, right? So that's what it says. It is expensed asset. So you have to bifurcate into 12. Okay. So that's called expensed asset. Corporate book, tax book, budget. You have to create a depreciation. These are all setups. What all you have to create under flex field, it is given.
So Word documentல வந்து Oracle cash management fundamentals notes தான் வந்திருக்கு.
No, I didn't share you.
இப்ப நீங்க
I'll share
காமிக்கிற
you.
Oracle financials
I'll share 10 volumes.
Okay.
I am having like this. This is one. I put the theory based on my own notes. I given in Amazon Kindle also. So volume 2, I given all the practicals with the setup. Adula setup irukadu ungalku and the PDF. Okay. They give only the user level. And volume 3 implementation on the day taken. That 4 is interview question I given. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 will be detailed. If you want to study in detail, it will be there. Okay. And the other 15 volume is there regarding to SCM, HRMS and all. I'll share one by one. Okay. So depreciation methods, whatever is that, you can create straight level net book value. NDV method is a popular method. It's like our WDV. Flat rate, production cost method, table method, formula. Because the entire world, you don't know who follows which method. That's why there is a method called formula method. You can, based on that, you can put a formula and you can do it. Okay. Okay. Now, what is asset category? This is the first one. You create a category. You should select this owned asset or leased asset or everything. You give all this asset cost, clearing account, everything. Okay. Here mostly setup related. You go to the PDF. It's very short. Asset key. Asset key. Okay. Define value set already you did in where? GL. Define flex field segment, values for each segment. Everything you do by defining GL. If not, you can define for asset. You have to select asset instead of general ledger. Okay. Location. Location I told no. Where is it located? So these are all and asset key flex field. These are all how to create that values. Key flex field. These are all key flex fields for the asset. These are all setup related, not it's very easy only. Don't confuse with this. Just read once. Okay. This is not our given just as an example. So fiscal year. Fiscal year, suppose this calendar, asset calendar should be based on GL calendar only. Everything GL is the main. So there you defined US calendar. Here you cannot do Indian calendar like April to March. You have to follow the GL calendar. Based on that, you have to create a 12 period. There you prorate. Okay. Prorate calendar, depreciation calendar. So problem is they didn't give in order. They want some instruction always to asset insurance, the detail under like giving in description. Okay. You can give in description. technical. Creating lease. Okay. So when the asset is a lease, you have to type lease, you have to select. Okay. So there is two lease. Operating lease is based on our accounting standard. Now they have removed, I think, operating lease and finance lease, right? So based on that, you have to create. Finance lease is paying like a monthly rent. Operating lease is like, and you will have a minimum value in finance lease. Suppose finance lease I'm going, operation lease, sorry. In operation, I'm owning a land. Somebody wants to mine in my place. So I'm telling you have to give my 20% of your 30% of your profit. Sometimes I don't know about the business and it incurs loss. Okay. So we'll fix a minimum value like a rent, very minimal value according to the market standard. And we'll if it is a loss, you have to do this. Or if below goes below that, this we have to do. That will be written in the agreement. That also has a point here. Okay. So if it is an finance lease, it is like a monthly rent. You will put a monthly rent. The option is there for that. Book, all of the above we see na corporate book, tax, budget. Asset category. See, whatever we see in minimal, they are giving an elaborate down there. Nothing. These are all in the setup screen, whatever is there, they're giving. So just theoretically, it is not mandatory to remember. Once you do the practical. How the asset life likely. So asset can be through Oracle table, through Oracle project module, other legacy system, anything through WebADA, the Excel tool like this, and comes to asset through asset book, and become asset and retain. This is the full life cycle. So manually, if you want to add quick addition or detail addition, it goes through Oracle asset. In asset, what we have to see is first asset book. It is a corporate book. Okay. Then depreciation method. Then important is pro-rate convention, CIP asset. Mass addition. These are all practically we'll see how to do it. Theoretically, you have to remember all the things, how it works. And everything in mass. Very simple to understand, but they want to confuse by readings. Yeah, one more